Hi ladies, thank you so much for joining me today on Informational Friday. Today, based on a poll that you all voted on, I am going to be talking about getting started with essential oils and also my top 5 or maybe more favorites. I realized when I was preparing for this that narrowing it down to 5 is pretty hard. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is that I got started with essential oil. I've dabbled in it on and off over the years, buying, Whole Foods brands or whatever for, some maybe household do-it-yourself cleaning products and some things that I used when my kids were babies. I made my own baby wipes and things like that. So I've done that on and off, and it was of an interest, but it was never anything that I had really researched a lot. And then I found out a little bit more about doTERRA oils, and so I ended up signing up and getting oils from them because for a couple different reasons. So one is that how they source their oils. So they grow, or they hire and utilize farmers that are all over the world, and they grow the plants that make the oils in places that are sustainable, where the plants grow best and where it's best on the land. And then they also help those local farmers as well to build those communities. And then the other reason is because the products are certified pure therapeutic grade. So that means, I actually did a little research on what that means. So that means that I'm just gonna look at my notes. So there's no added fillers, synthetic ingredients, or contaminants, which ensures potency, consistency, and purity from batch to batch. And so doTERRA goes through this 8-step process to actually test all of their products to make sure that it meets that criteria. So when you're buying an oil from Whole Foods, then there's a big chance that there's a lot of added ingredients, that it's not pure. So like in one drop of lavender, that's doTERRA, it is actually maybe, and there's, I can't remember, like 250 drops in a bottle, but at the Whole Foods it's really diluted, so you're not actually getting those benefits. So that's why I chose what I chose. And so when I enrolled, I got the Home Essentials Kit, which has the top 10 oils. So I'll just run through that really quick because I want to try to keep these videos 5 to 10 minutes, but there's a lot to cover. So the oils that are included in the Home Essentials Kit are lavender, peppermint, frankincense, lemon, and then breathe. This is great if you have any snorers. It really helps a lot. My boyfriend snores, and it helps him with his stuff. And then there's On Guard, Digestion, oregano, deep blue, and melaleuca. So that's what I got started with. And when I first got my kit, I was a little like, whoa, what should I do? But now I've been in it for 2 or 3 months, and I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. I use them in many different ways. I ingest them. I use them topically by making blends with them, or even just applying directly depending on the oil. And I diffuse all the time. So just a quick run through on which are my top 5. So I tried to narrow it down to 5 that I use every single day. And it actually came down to 6. So bear with me. The first one is frankincense, which is considered the king of oils. It has so many different reuses. I take it orally every day, once in the morning and once in the evening. And so it helps with your immune system, helps your nervous system, so helps keep your mood balanced, and it aids in relaxation. It helps with digestion and cellular function. And you also use that a lot when you make blends, which I'll do another video on making blends if you vote for it. And so frankincense actually helps to accentuate the abilities of the other oils to support your system. So it helps to improve those benefits, and then it's also really, really good for your skin. So there's a lot of different uses, but I have been using it for that. And it also, for those of you that are cycling, I notice that if I do frankincense and peppermint and digestin during my time of the month, and I take those internally, I literally, last month, I had crazy hot flashes. I felt like I was gonna pass out. My cramps were really, really bad. I literally took frankincense and peppermint in my mouth and it was gone within a minute. It's amazing. And yeah, so I actually just take those internally every day as a preventative, and this month was much better. Okay, so that was frankincense. The second one is lavender. I use lavender every single day. I mostly diffuse it at bedtime. I have diffusers. You can see one of my diffusers right there. I have one in my room and then one in each of my kids' rooms. And it's part of our evening routine is they get to put the water in the diffuser and put a drop of the oil in, and it can help with relaxation and soothing and having better sleep. The other thing that it helps with is it can help with anxiety if you ingest it. I know one of my friends the other day, she asked me if she could ingest it, and I said yes. And that can help to settle those swirling thoughts sometimes. And then the other way I use it daily is I usually try to have a bath every night, and I put a cup of Epsom salt and a drop of lavender into my bath, and that also helps to infuse relaxation and calmness at the end of the day. And then the next one, and then lavender with peppermint. So the other day my daughter came home with a headache, and I actually had headaches earlier in the week. And if you put a little bit of, what is it called? Fractionated coconut oil, and then a drop of peppermint, a drop of lavender, and I put it on her temples and on the back of her neck, and I did the same thing for me. Within a minute, the headache was gone. Amazing. So the next one that I wanted to talk about that I actually diffuse a lot with lavender is Balance. So this was kind of my bonus one that I added in there. Balance is a grounding blend. So it's a blend of a few different oils. So it has coconut oil, spruce, whole leaf, frankincense, blue tansy, blue chamomile, and osmanthus. So it's a really, really nice smell, and I actually, oops, it's kind of leaking on me. I actually have been using it constantly in my diffuser, and it smells really, really good. And then if you suffer from seasonal affective disorder, diffusing the Balance with lavender can really help with that kind of dark, kind of depressed feeling. And I know I've been struggling with it more as I get older, so I've been diffusing those two together in addition to my Happy Light, and it seems to be helping a little bit to even out those feelings of just lack of energy that you can get if you live kind of in the colder climates. So the next one is lemon. So lemon is really great for making your own cleaning products. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Rainbow vacuum cleaner, but the Rainbow uses water as its filtration system when you vacuum. And so I actually will put lemon in that water, and it makes the house smell really fresh and crisp. But you can also, I usually put lemon or another citrus in my water. I have my water, my Yeti water jug with me all the time, and I put a drop of lemon or another citrus, and it's very uplifting, and it also can help with digestion. What else? Uplifting, energizing, and it aids in digestion, and there's a lot of cleansing effects of lemon. And then I talked a little bit about peppermint, but I take peppermint every day internally in the morning and the evening, or as needed. So I've had a few stressful weeks, and I tend to get my stress centered in my stomach, so I'll get a lot of stomach aches, and so I will take a drop of this if I have heartburn or just get that pit in my stomach, and it really helps to make it go away right away. You can also diffuse it with lavender, and it's a really lovely kind of uplifting smell. And like I said, that it also helped me a lot with my monthly cramping and hot flashes when I took it internally with the frankincense. And then the last one, which is a new one, is turmeric. So I take this every day. Some people may not like the taste, but I apparently have a high threshold for weird tasting things. It just tastes earthy. So, I mean, it doesn't bother me, but you can take it in a veggie cap, which I ordered some veggie caps this month so that I can kind of take them all at once without having to do all the tastes. So turmeric is really good to take internally. I take it for inflammation because I have a history of lower back and hip and neck issues, so trying to get that inflammation down. But it can also help with your mood, your nervous system, cellular function, and your immune system. So I couldn't read that one. So those are my top 6 that I use all the time. I also, on a daily basis, I have blends that I have stashed around my house depending on where I use them, but I have a stash in my bathroom that I put on in the morning and at night. But I will do a separate video on making blends and the blends that are my go-tos. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll put a link to the doTERRA site below, but feel free to PM me or ask questions if you're interested in learning more. If you already have oils and you're wondering how to use them, I'm happy to help. So I will talk to you. I'll be back on Monday with our Q&A session. So there will be a post later today and that you can post on throughout the weekend with any questions that you have for me. It could be anything: health, wealth, exercise, movement, career, business, relationships, spirituality, anything that you're struggling with or need support with or just want to run a question by. I'm here to help. So that's what I'm going to do. Is on Mondays will be my Q&A day, and on Fridays will be my how-to day. And I think it's going to be a good balance. And then I will be offering, I'm working on it right now, but I will be offering free group coaching sessions on Wednesdays coming up soon. I'm not sure if I'm going to start doing it before the holidays or after. I just have to kind of figure out what that's going to look like, but that is coming soon. So I hope you have a great weekend. Also offering free initial consultations. I would love to talk to you. So I'll put that link below too. So I'll talk to you soon.